Well, we are out of our weather watch alert. Doesn't still mean there are problems this morning, and there are still impacts from yesterday's system that continued into the overnight with some flooding, even a coastal flood threat. Still those southerly winds now gradually shifting to west and northwesterly. Eventually that will alleviate. But yeah, still a coastal flood advisory in the olive color right around Washington, D.C., all the way down the Potomac Basin. Now on the western side of the Chesapeake Bay and the eastern shore, in fact, still a coastal flood warning. Conditions going to be even a little bit worse there. Maybe still some moderate coastal flooding. Some structures could be impacted just like they were yesterday with widespread coastal flooding yesterday evening in downtown Annapolis. That could happen again today during the afternoon, evening high tide cycle. Baltimore also. And then closer to home, Alexandria and the D.C. waterfront right around 7 a.m. That's when we're going to see minor to moderate coastal flooding, still maybe a foot to 2 feet above ground level in terms of flooding right along Old Town Alexandria's shoreline. So keep that in mind. Downwind, downstream on the Potomac Indian Head, you've got your high tide at 6:35 a.m. Also, flood warning continues. This is from the rainfall, not tidal flooding, through our Wednesday morning. All these areas in green, these all expire at various times. Some of them may be dropped early as we continue to see all of this rainfall that fell yesterday and even continues a little bit this morning, continuing to run off. A solid 2 to 3 inches of rain, including over Reagan National Airport. I actually took a look at when that record was set last, the 1.87 inches that we had last had, the standing record. That was back downtown where we were taking records. That was back in the 1800s. And we broke that record yesterday with 2.24 inches of rain over at Reagan National Airport. Pretty incredible stuff. So very moisture charged and wind charged system as well. Still wind advisories north and west of the district today. Notice the wind spreading in once again on the backside of all this. Winchester to Luray. These are drying winds up to about 30, 35 miles an hour in gusts. They could gust up to 50 later on today. Some of those winds from yesterday took down a tree around Somerset, not too far from the district, right around the Montgomery County line. And then also Anacostia Drive getting some flooding from some of the rainfall as well as some of the coastal flooding yesterday. Out in PG County, Prince George's, we are getting some rain, eastern sections of the district too, and then out into Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, where now the problem isn't necessarily the wind, but the rain on the bridge deck of the Bay Bridge. The system finally moving its way out into New England with plenty of rain and still even some snow up that way. By the way, Frostburg, I believe, saw out of the system about a foot of snow. So high elevation did get some snow out of this. Everyone else generally was rain, though. There's that wind today into this afternoon, this evening. Could be gusting up to about 25 to 30 miles an hour at times, maybe up to 50, those higher elevations. Tomorrow, nice looking day, good for cleanup. PM rain with the next weather maker on Friday, and maybe a wintry mix, maybe even some accumulation later on Monday afternoon, Monday evening into Monday night. So that's another one to watch on our extended range computer.